Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa de Neil, where I'm about to fight a kill team battle between my Dark Angel Heavy Intercessor and Neil's Blood Angels Infiltrators. So the story that we've got going on here is that the two forces, the Blood Angels and the Dark Angels, are performing an exercise here on this planet, and they decided to try to pit two of their squads against each other to see who had the higher tactical acumen and was able to outsmart the other one and achieve the mission that they were going to work out here. So that is the story that we've got going on. We are going to be playing the mission Duel of Wits, which comes from the core rulebook as mission 3.2. And essentially what it is there are five objectives on the table. There are one in the center, two on either side over here, three squares from the center out towards the corners. And essentially what we do is at the beginning of each turning point, we declare one of those objectives to be our priority objective, and it allows us to do an action on that objective that's 1 AP, and it allows us to essentially, if we do it, it becomes exhausted, but we gain a CP, and each time we do that gambit action, we score a VP, and then at the end of the turning point, if we control more objectives than our opponent, we score an additional 2 VP. So those are the primaries, and then we will have our secondaries as well. So we will come back to you with the... before we go any further, let's show you the two kill teams that are going to be fighting it out. I'll be running a Heavy Intercessor fire team, and for the Adeptus Astartes, he will have an Infiltrator fire team. All right, so those are the kill teams going over deployment here. I have a Heavy Intercessor on this side. I've got my Heavy Gunner down there with the Heavy Bolter. I have my Sergeant on this side and another Heavy Intercessor on this side. Going over deployment for my opponent's team, we have one Infiltrator up over here. We've got another one down below over here. We've got another in the middle over this one, another on this side, and then we've got another guy down underneath over there for his 5 and my 4 models. So that is deployment. We will now do the scouting phase. Essentially, there are 3 options. You can infiltrate, recon, or what's the third one? Recon, infiltrate, fortify. And fortify. So fortify essentially allows you to put another barrier. Infiltrate allows you to change one of your activation tokens, and then recon allows you to do an extra dash movement at the beginning of the game. So, but it works like rock, paper, scissors, where fortify beats out infiltrate, infiltrate beats out recon, recon beats out fortify. So now we are going to check ours. 1, 2, 3, and show. I chose 3, my opponent chose 3, but I was the attacker, so I get the initiative here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you with the strategy step here of turning point number 1. Alrighty, so now we are into the strategy step here. We both gained a CP, bringing us both up to 3. Neither of us has decided to do a strategic ploy. But we have chosen our priority objectives. I have chosen number 5 over here. My opponent has chosen number 2 down over there. We've done our dashes for the beginning there, and now we have our reveal target step, which is when we chose those, but we also revealing central control reveal this tac op. And the target reveal step of any turning point, the end of any turning point, if the total APL of friendly operatives within square of the center of the kill zone is greater than that of the enemy operatives, you score 1 VP. And then protect assets as well, which means that at the end of any turning point, if 2 or more enemy operatives were incapacitated while within circle of an operative of an objective marker during that turning point and or while carrying an objective during the turning point, score 1 VP. On both of them, I get it again if I get it on another turn. So that is going to be the strategy step. We will come back to you with the firefight step. My first activation is going to be moving this guy over here who I dashed up and moved over to this objective, and then he performed the gambit maneuver, getting a VP for myself. All right, so my opponent activated this guy here who moved up onto the objective, and he does have line of sight onto my heavy guy who is back over here on my objective currently. So he's going to be shooting with a bolt, with the marksman carbine, is it? Yep. Right? So he's going to have 4 shots here, looking for 3s, getting 1-5, which does become a crit. So now I've got, I'm actually going to take one success, auto success, may as well.
Terrain.
Because of terrain, because I'm in cover over there. I'm not going to get anything. I'm going to spend 1 CP on transhuman as opposed to trying to reroll. Okay. I'm going to spend 1 CP on transhuman, which will allow me to turn this into a crit, and therefore ignore that. Oh. There. All right, my heavy gunner over there, I did give him Suspensor, which allows him to move maximum of 3 circle and still be able to shoot. So he just moved up onto the objective over here, and then he's going to fire back at the guy who shot at him. So I'm shooting with a heavy bolter here. I've got 5, well, don't roll your dice yet because you have to see what happens with mine, because that does have P1, so it could reduce your thing if I hit any crits. So I'm going to have 5 shots here looking for 3s. Okay, lethal. Did not get anything. It's not lethal.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's not lethal. So it's just got 2 regular hits here. So now you have your saves. Do you have cover over there? I think maybe no.
Intervene, but not up against.
No, yeah, you do. I think you got cover.
There's like 2 things between us.
Okay, yeah. So I think you do get cover. So you can, you can retain one of those for 3, and then you've got your other 2 saves here. Yeah, and you're good with that. So you're gonna have 2 saves blocking mine. My opponent activated his guy down over there, who moved on to the objective and then performed the gambit maneuver, but he also has the concealed token, so he can't be shot, which is pretty good. All right, my guy over here moved, and then he is going to shoot into his guy on the objective over there. So he's got a heavy bolt rifle, so he's got 4 shots looking for 3s. That's going to be 2 hits, no crits, so P1 doesn't matter. You should get cover there, right? No?
The only thing...
Maybe not. 1 second. Staircase. Yep, so he does have cover there, so he's probably going to take one of those as a save. Yes, I am. And then you've got your rolls for the other ones.
Trees.
Gets 1 with that 3, so you should be good to go.
Okay, so I don't need...
All right, this guy up here is going to activate. He's going to jump across this gap over here. On a 1, he can't do it. He fails. Oh, no! Okay, so you failed that, and that's where you're done. Yeah, you're just stuck right there. And my leader is going to move up onto the objective over there and move and dash into the middle over there. All right, my opponent's leader down over here is going to activate. He's going to move, and then he is going to shoot into my guy back over there. That's underneath, right underneath here. So you've got shooting with your bolt carbine over here. So we're going to be hitting on a 2. Lethal 5, so it's going to be no crits, but he does have 4 hits. That's good. I will take 1 successful save just because of the cover that I'm in over there, and then I've got 2 3-ups. Getting another one. What's the damage on these? 3 damage apiece. All right, I'll take the damage, so that's going to be 6 damage. All right, and now my heavy bolter guy is going to fire Overwatch into the guy back over here on the objective. So I'm going to be hitting on 4s because it's -1 to hit for Overwatch. Getting 3 hits here. So that's going to be regular hits. So now you do have cover, and then you have 2 3-up saves because you're going to take 1 for cover, and then you want 2 3-up saves. 1 second. All right, yep, 3-up saves on the 2 here because he's got 1 that he's going to retain for cover. Making them both, so that's going to cover all 3 of my shots, no damage. And then his last guy is going to move and dash over there while concealed. All right, so that's going to be the end of the first turning point here. I did score 1 point for central control since my leader was able to get onto that central objective down there, so it giving me more APL within square of the center, which gives me 1 VP for that. And then I do control 3 objectives because of him being in the center there, which gives me more objectives held than my opponent, bringing me to an additional 2 VP for controlling more objectives at the end of this turning point. So I have a total of 4 to my opponent's 0 right now. So that's going to be it for the first turning point. We are now going to roll off to see who has initiative going into turning point number 2. I rolled a 6, my opponent rolled a 4, so it will be 2, my guys first here on turning point number 2. Alrighty, so now into the strategy step of this turning point. We both gained a CP, and we actually both spent a CP on Bolter Discipline, allowing us to do 2 shoot actions with our guys. Per guy with bolt weapons, which we are all armed with. We also had target reveal step. I chose the center objective as my primary objective. My opponent chose the objective back over here as his primary objective. I then revealed another of my secondaries hold the line, so I have to keep him more than red away from my deployment zone. And my opponent revealed Vantage, which he gets. It's a 2 AP action that he does from a vantage point to get victory points. So that's going to be it for the strategy step. We'll come back to you with the firefight step. All right, so now into the firefight step, I'm going to activate my heavy gunner. He's going to fire into his guy over here, who is in cover, but I'm going to fire with the heavy bolter, so it's going to be 5 shots hitting on 3s. Alrighty, I did get a crit, and so it does become AP -1, so you only have 2 dice to save. Do you want to keep one of those as a regular save? So you're going to keep one as a regular save, and then he's looking for a 3-up. No, does not get it. So he can.
Can I transhuman?
Yes, you can transhuman that if you want. That would, but that one does not go. So this one, the one that you retained here, spending 1 CP will turn that into a crit, which will block out my crit. So you'll just take this 1 damage, which I'll figure out. Yep. So he takes 4 damage. And now I'm going to fire again with him because of the bolter discipline. So here comes his shots. Getting 2 hits. Oof. I'm going to spend a CP to reroll 1 into a 3rd hit. So it's 3 regular hits. So now you can keep 1 as yet. And then you've got 2 dice you can save because there's no AP on this yet. Makes both of them, so he will cancel out any of that damage. My opponent's going to activate this guy, give him the engage token, and he's going to fire into my guy over here. So he is going to have his, was it 5 shots or 4 shots? 5 shots? 1 second. Sorry, it's 4 shots for the bolt carbine here.
On 3.
Looking for 3s to hit.
Ooh.
That's going to be 1 crit and 2 crits actually because it's lethal 5. So that's going to be 2 crits and a regular save there. I will take 1 regular save because of cover, and then I will roll. Getting 1 more. I'm going to spend a CP on transhuman to turn one of these into crit. So I will ignore crit and a regular and just take the 1 crit damage, which is what, 4 damage, I think?
Yes.
Or 4, 5. What is it? We'll find. Yep, so it was 4 damage I took, and now he's going to do it again with bolter discipline. That's going to be 1 crit hit there. So now I'm going to just take 1 regular save and then roll for the others. And with these regular saves, I can cancel out that crit. And I'm good. This guy over here moved, and then he is going to fire into his guy over here. So I've got 4 shots here, looking for 3s to hit. That's going to be a crit and 2 regular hits. That crit means it's AP 1, so he takes away 1 of your defense dice because it's P1, so it makes it AP 1. He's going to take 1 regular save from cover. Does not make the second one, so that regular save will go here. So I think it's 4, 5, 1 second. Yep, with the 9 damage, he is dead. All right, my opponent has charged in with his leader into my leader there on the objective in the center. So we are now going to fight it out over here. We both got 4 attacks, looking for 3 pluses. I got a crit and 2 regular hits there, as did my opponent. So we'll come back to you with that. My opponent actually spent a CP to reroll and then got that extra 1 there. All right, so my opponent, the first thing he's going to do is parry my crit with his crit. I'm then going to strike with mine over there. And then my opponent is going to parry my last one over here. And then he will give me 2 more for 4 damage. So then I'm going to attack with, I'm going to activate my leader, and I'm going to try to punch you. So here we go. Same thing again. All right. So I've got 3 regular. My opponent has a crit and 3 regular as well. So we'll come back to you with this. Alrighty. So first off, I am going to parry one of your strikes over here. What would you like to do now with yours?
Hurt you.
You're going to strike me with that for 4.
Yeah.
And I'm going to strike you for that for 3. Strike me like that for 3. Strike you for that for 3. Strike me with that for 3. So I will take 10 damage. My opponent will take 6 damage. All right, so his guy over here is going to activate, and he is going to just do the gambit on that objective over there, getting him points. My guy over here is now going to activate, and he is going to shoot into his dude bro up over here. So I've got 4 shots here, looking for 4s to hit because he is wounded. That's still going to be 2 hits. Yep, that's going to be 2 hits. My opponent, as you can take 1 success, and then you've got 2 that you get successes, so he ignores it. And bolter discipline, I will shoot again.
Rinse and repeat.
That is going to be 2 hits. takes 1 save, and makes another one with a 3+, so he is good to go.
So,
and then my opponent is going to activate his other guy up there, who is going to take the engage token now, and he's going to shoot at my guy that is back over here. From his perspective, he is out of cover. So these are going to be 4 shots here, looking for 3s. 5s and 6s are lethal, getting 1 regular hit there. I will have no cover, so I've got to roll to save here on 3-ups. Yeah, with the fill face and the 4, I am good to go. Woo! And then his last 2 APL, he will do the Vantage action, getting the points for that. All right, so that's going to be the end of the second turning point there. My opponent, because his leader has 3 APL, I only have 2 APL, means that he controls that center objective there. So he controls more objectives than I do. And with that Vantage and the gambit that he did this turn, we are now at 5-5 because I did score a point for hold the line. So we are now going to roll for initiative going into turning point 3. I get a 5, my opponent gets a 4, so it will be to my guys here first on turn number, turning point number 3. My bad, my opponent doesn't actually control more than me because I forgot that I killed the guy off of the objective down there. So he does control 2, he controls the center, and his back over there. And I control 2, the 2 over on this side over here. So it's actually going to be 5-3 now for my guys. Alrighty, so now into the strategy step here. We both gained a CP. My opponent spent 1 CP on Bolter Discipline. I did not, and none of us are revealing any targets in the reveal target step. So now we are going to move into the firefight step. All right, so into the firefight step, I'm going to activate my leader. I'm also going to spend 1 CP on And They Shall Know No Fear, so that I can treat him as not being wounded. So I'm going to have my 4 strikes here, looking for 3s. My opponent has 4 strikes, looking for 4s because he is wounded. All right, so I got a crit, a regular, 2 regular. So he's got a crit, and I have a crit, but I am going to strike with my crit, which is 4 damage, which will just kill him outright there. My opponent activated his guy here, who moved and dashed down onto the objective over here, and then he is going to shoot into my guy, my leader over here.
Can I shoot with a dash?
Yes, you can shoot a dash.
Okay,
yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can move, dash, and shoot as long as you got the APL. So because infiltrators have 3 APL,
Gotcha.
heavy intercessors only have 2.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, you're good. So here come your shots here. These are going to be 4 shots, looking for 3s to hit. That's going to be 2 regular hits there. I am going to take 1 regular save because of cover, and then I'm looking for 3-ups here, making them both, so he is good to go. Woo! And my guy over here is now, my heavy bolter guy is going to activate, and he is going to shoot into the guy that just dropped down onto the objective over there. So it's going to be 5 shots, hitting on 3s. That's going to be a crit, and 4 regular hits. So you can take 1 for cover from where you are, regular save for cover, and then you have 2 more 3-up saves. Actually, it's going to be 1 second. I forgot it was P1, so that did -1. So he rolled there, had a crit and a success. So what we're going to do is we're going to roll on a 1, 2, and 3. He got the crit. On a 4, 5, or 6, he got the regular one. 4, 5, 6, so he got the regular one. So he has 2 regular hits there. Which I don't think you're going to be able to stay. Yeah, we tried to see if maybe with transhuman, if this could, if turning this into a crit would help him, but no, it would still leave 3 regular strikes into him, which is going to be 4 damage apiece, 12 damage, killing him over there straight outright. Which actually does give me protect assets, since that's the second guy that I've killed, taken out that was within circle of an objective. This guy over here. His intercessor infiltrator up on top there is going to do 2 APL to get the vantage point, and then he is going to shoot into my guy down over here. So looking for 3s, 5s, and 6s are crits. So that's going to be 2 crits. I am going to I'll take 1 regular save because of cover. Oh no, did we figure out he doesn't get cover from there? He doesn't get cover up there. So I'm just looking for 3-up saves. Just get the 1 crit. What's the damage on this?
They're 3-4.
3-4. Oh, I don't even have any CP left. Which guy is that one? That one is 1 second. That guy actually has a purity seal, so I'm going to spend it now. Why not reroll one of those dice into a 3? So but it doesn't make a difference because the crit is going to crit, and then this can't do anything against that. So I will take the 3 damage there. 4 damage from the crit. This guy over here is going to fire back at the guy who shot him. So I'm going to have 4 shots here, looking for 4s to hit because he is wounded. Getting a crit and 2 hits. So it does become P1 because it's P1 there, so it's only going to have 2 dice. So he's going to take 1 for cover and then roll 1. Nope. Does not get it. So it's 1 regular. You can spend your CP on transhuman if you want.
Yeah, I'll transhuman it.
All right, so then he's going to transhuman that, make it a crit. So that'll block out my crit. So you will take 8 damage. The guy down on the bottom there is going to gambit on his objective there, getting him a point. And then he is going to activate him with the engage token, and he's going to shoot into my guy over here. That is going to be a crit and 2 regular hits. Mm-hmm. I've got cover from him. No. Nope. No, I don't. Not at all. So I'm looking for saves here.
Oh, it's underneath your book.
It's underneath my book. Oh. Hey! So I got a crit and a regular save over here. Yeah, so a crit and a regular save, so I'll take the crit and the regular save. So he's going to do 3 damage to me. And my opponent has spent the 1 CP on Bolter Discipline, so he's going to shoot him again. Getting 2 crits and a regular hit, so I need to get the perfect roll here of 2 fill faces and a 3+ to keep him alive because he's only got 1 wound left. Can he do it? Come on, show me them fill faces. No, so close, so close. But no, I've got nothing else to reroll there. I already spent his purity seal. I've got no CP left, so he is dead. And then my guy over here is just going to gambit. All right, so that is the end of turning point 3. I did score another point for hold the line, and I scored another point for central control. So that will that plus controlling 3 objectives to my opponent's 1 brings me to 11 points, and my opponent to 5 points because he did vantage and gambit that turn. So now we will roll off to see who will have initiative going into turning point 4, the last and final one. Oh, it's going to be my Dark Angels again. So we'll come back to you at the strategy step. All right, so at the end, so in the strategy step, we both gained a CP. We both also spent a CP so that we could both get Bolter Discipline. We have nothing to reveal. My opponent has chosen that as his priority target, and I have chosen number 5 as my priority target. So that's going to be it for the strategy step. We will come back to you with the firefight step. All right, so now my guy over here, my heavy bolter guy, is going to attack into his guy on the objective over there. So he is going to have 5 shots here, hitting on 3s. Alrighty, so that is going to be 3 regular hits.
Yeah, the bottom guy, top guy.
Was a bottom guy. So yeah, so you've got 3 dice because it's P1. So I did not get any. No. Yeah, you're covered. So you're going to take 1 regular save, and then you've got no. It doesn't because I didn't get any crits. So it's just going to be these. Make it 2. Wow. So you got 2 crits and a regular save. That's enough to cancel out everything I got. Rinse and repeat with Bolter Discipline over here.
Same guy?
Here we go. Same guy over there. Okay, that's much better. 2 crits and 2 regular hits.
Oh, that
so that does make it P1, so it does take away 1 of your dice. Okay. So you can take a regular save if you would like.
And?
Does get 2 regular, which you can either cancel out both of my regular ones. They have what, 13 wounds? 12 wounds?
Yeah.
No, you can do it. If you do, 1 second. Yeah, so he's going to take the 2 regular, cancel out my 2 regular. He's going to take 10 damage, but still be alive. All right, so now his guy down over here on the objective is going to gambit, and then he is going to fire into my heavy bolter guy.
On 4s.
Hitting on 4s because he is wounded. No hits there. Bolter Discipline will allow him to fire again. Getting a 2 crits and 2 regular hits. There we go. I'm going to take 1 regular hit there, and then roll for 2 more saves. Getting a crit and a regular save. So I think, let's see. This will take away. That'll be that, and then these 2. These would take away 5. I'm going to take away the 2 regular ones, so I'll take 5 damage for that one. My leader over here is going to move, activate, and then move and shoot into his guy on the objective over there. He's going to have 4 shots hitting on 3s because he is wounded. That is going to be 2 hits, but no crits or anything like that. So now you have 1 regular save that you're going to take, and you've got 2 3-ups to make. Making 1 of them, which is good enough to make you be okay. Now his guy up on top over there is going to activate and shoot into my leader.
On 4s because I'm
hitting on 4s because he is hurt. Getting 3 regular hits there. Oh no, it's lethal 5+, right? On these bolters.
What?
So that's 2 crits. Yeah, I'm almost positive. That's what we've been playing. Yeah,
lethal 5.
there it goes. So that's gonna be 2 crits and a regular.
Wow.
I'll take the 1 regular save for being in cover, and then looking for double fill faces or he's dead. Fill faces. Oh, so close. Oh, so close. You know what? I'm going to spend his purity seal. Did I spend his purity seal? No, I spent the other guy's purity seal. So I'm going to spend his purity seal. No, it doesn't make a difference. Regular save. So he is going to be dead. And then he's going to shoot into my my heavy bolter guy.
Bolter discipline.
Bolter discipline.
Because I'm bleeding out.
4 is to hit because he's wounded. That's going to be 1 hit. So I'm going to take the 1 regular save for cover. And don't get any of the other ones. All right, well, he just takes 4 damage. All right, and then the last thing I will do over here is do the gambit, and that will be the end of turning point 4 and the end of the game. At the end of the game, I do control more objectives, which gives me additional 2 points plus the gambit point, leaving me with 14 points, my opponent with 6. So a victory for the Dark Angels here. I'll take it. So it was a ton of fun. It was kind of cool to see what you had to do, getting into position and getting yourself the extra AP. The APL really made a difference when he was able to charge on and take that center objective away from me. But my guys just had the ability to just like pop off and had things hit at the same time. My opponent just had planting signal and triangulate. He just wasn't able to get where he needed to for his secondaries, which was a little tough there. But a ton of fun was had regardless. So I'm really liking this one. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Neil. And until next time, stay safe and have fun.